I think to your point, too, about, the Mets, they finally outbid the Yankees, took one of the Yankees players. I also think that it would feel different, still good for Mets fans, but different, had Steve Cohen blown the Yankees out of the water, had they been $100 million over the Yankees offer, and that was the clear reason why Juan Soto came to the Mets. The fact that it was $5 million at the end of the day, that shows that the perception of the organization has changed throughout the sport, because he chose the future of the Mets over the future of the Yankees right now, which is something that, at least in my lifetime, that has never happened before. And so it's all of these things into one pot, talking about the perception change around the industry. And to that point, Andy, what have you heard around baseball about the perception now of this organization?
You know, I think Jim and I were talking about this last night. Shock at first. It's like, it's one thing for everyone to know that Steve Cohen exists. It's another thing for the Mets to have a nice run to the NLCS. But to be here last night and they got Juan Soto, that was initial probably shock. But I think I certainly agree with what you said, Todd, that this has been building for a while. It's been a tremendous year for the Mets franchise generally. I mean, the magic that we observed in October, which is sort of like lightning in a bottle, but as Carlos said when he was sitting there, it's something they're going to start from zero again and try to build up something that's just as magical but different. But this is the capper on the first run of that. It's not like, remember when the Marlins 10, 12 years ago were like, they signed Reyes and they were trying for Pujols and they brought in a bunch of guys. It wasn't like anything was building. It was like they were, Jeffrey Loria, the owner at the time, was credit to him for spending, but they're trying to create something out of thin air. Whereas with the Mets, there's been some momentum since 2020 toward this. And I think this was the thing that got the industry to say, all right, Uncle, he's serious. This is a real thing now, and the Mets are the new Dodgers, Yankees, et cetera.
No, they said, Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve.
Uncle Steve.